Hold on, see if you can hear this.
Crisp, refreshing Sprite, zero sugar,
Sprite,
lemon lime.
sponsor this podcast. Wait, it's your choice, and it's a choice of a new generation.
You know, I really hate when people just do things for money, you know?
Oh fuck! How does it go?
I know, I can't remember.
Oh yeah, it's like people only do things because they get paid,
And I just think
and that's just really sad.
Decked out.
Oh, that's refreshing.
Welcome
Hey,
to the
welcome
Silly
back.
Goofy Podcast.
Damn, he took over the fucking intro. Nice. This is your podcast now.
My name is John Shackleton. Welcome to the Silly Goofy Podcast.
I'm Tyler Reed. I'm the guest. I have a huge hog. No, hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for being here. I'm here with finally. It's been. If you listen to the last episode, I made a little joke about how Tyler is one of my best friends, and he lives like a 5-minute drive away from me.
Yeah.
And we're in a band together, and we talk pretty regularly. And I still haven't had him on. He hasn't been able to come on yet. So
Yeah, I almost canceled the night too. It started snowing.
Just out of spite.
I saw like 3 snowflakes. I'm like, ugh, I don't want to go out tonight.
I just got my car fixed. I don't feel like dealing with
I
this.
know. I'm gonna hit a pothole and get my alignment screwed up again already.
But yeah, this is Tyler. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Tyler. I play in Second Suitor with John.
Hi, I'm John.
I am one half of the Excite Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
That's right.
With My Chemical Bromance, me and Trevor Terry. And I screen print a bunch of T-shirts and other merch for bands and wrestlers. And
What hoodie are you wearing right now?
this isn't one I made. This is an old one though. This is Kill the
Oh, yeah.
Clock.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
did
right,
not
yeah.
make these ones. These are
Oh, you
just
didn't
from,
make those ones?
No, just this from when we were on tour with them.
Oh, gotcha. Are you
All of
touching
those
my
members.
knee?
Yeah, I know. Just
You've touched my wiener before. It's fine.
Whoa.
We've been in bands we've been friends for a while.
Hey.
It's all consensual.
Yeah, dude.
No, so yeah, Tyler and I have known each other for a long time. We've played music for like
15 years.
I was gonna say yeah, like we've known each other for about 15 years at least. Because I met you. We were talking about it. We did an interview recently. Look at us, we're so cool. We did an interview recently. No, so yeah, we did an interview recently, and I actually remember the joke. You were like, yeah, John's in the band. He isn't sick of me yet. And then I like set it up in my head. I was like, when did we like first meet each other for like through Heisman's, your old band Heisman's? And you were like genuinely giving it some thought. And as soon as you were done, I was like, I've been sick of you since then.
Like this well thought out. Yeah, I think we met. This
Yeah,
day,
you were
and
like,
did
yeah,
this
it was a really
show.
good time. Like we met at our friend's house. Like it was the first time we met each other. Our bands played together. It was a really nice moment. And I was like, yeah, I've been sick of you since then.
Yeah, just
But
shit
not
on me
actually.
right away. That was cool. How's that?
Beautiful Sprite zero
sugar. Was the voice of a new generation?
Yeah, it's a choice of a new generation.
choice of
yeah.
a new
I think that's when
generation.
he's eating the Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
Or Domino. I'm pretty
one
sure it's
of
Pizza
them.
Hut, but I'm pretty sure also we both have
Zang.
ADHD. Zang.
Yeah, and mullets.
Yeah, we're mullet suitor apparently.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Wait, you have to do the joke now. Camera 1, camera 2.
Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. Mullet
So, yeah,
1, mullet 2.
Yeah. So yeah, Tyler and I have been friends for a while. We've been in bands together for a while, and we've just been buds for a while as well.
Yeah. All of those things.
Yeah. So I have no questions. We're just vibing. We're just hanging out. But yeah, okay.
Sick.
I'm going to talk about wrestling because I am very curious about wrestling because you
Yeah,
do
dude.
wrestling as well. I'm going to act like I don't know this answer.
Okay.
But for everyone listening, talk to me about Second Suitor, how that started, and everything. You know, how
So,
that.
hold on, because you were like, I want to talk about wrestling. So how did Second Suitor start?
Well, I meant like I'm gonna get to wrestling, but first let me get the fluff questions out of the way.
Second Suitor
We'll
started.
get to wrestling eventually.
Second Suitor started when our old band was breaking up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I had some songs that I recorded by
Mhm.
myself. And then I just had a revolving cast of members for a while playing. And then Mr. James and Mr. Micah took over for many years. And
I did fill in before they were like officially in.
you did. I remember you filled in a show where Micah played bass and you played
yeah,
drums.
It was weird.
It was.
Not gonna lie.
It was really just looking over like, what, Micah? I see your shorts. And but yeah, yeah. And then you've been in the band for I think like 2 years now ish,
Something like that, yeah.
And Yeah, breaking news here. As of last month, I don't know when this is airing or whatever, but
as soon as I get around to editing it, it'll be out.
So yeah, Mr. James did step away from being active in Second Suitor. We wish him all the best.
Yeah.
Nothing but well wishes and good vibes.
He's still a butt. He's still a homie. We still talk to him and everything.
So
It was his own choice and everything. So this is, I guess, okay. So this is going to kind of be like a kind of update about Second Suitor and what we're doing, and also wrestling.
Yeah, and also wrestling for sure.
Excuse
and
me,
burping.
I'm sorry.
But yeah.
You keep talking. I gotta move the camera. I just realized it's too far back.
No, it's fine. So yeah, as of now, Second Suitor consists of us two, me and this empty seat. Me and
professional.
Yeah, as of now, Second Suitor consists of me and John, and in a few short weeks, we're going down to Novro Studios to record a couple songs.
Eric Navrosky. He was on the podcast, actually. Check out that episode. Actually, it's two episodes, because whenever, very similar to Tyler and I, whenever Eric and I, like, talk or hang out, it's always, like, whenever Eric and I talk or hang out, we just talk for hours. We just talk for hours.
I found a broken guitar string on your floor.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You know what I think it is?
A broken guitar string?
Well, yeah. Or you know why I think it's in here?
Why?
Because I broke it. No, because I think when I was changing my strings recently.
Yeah.
And my lovely cat Bee, love her to death. She's so cute. She looks like this. I'm gonna put that. That's a joke for future.
No, I figured
for future editor John. She has a habit of anything that is not nailed down to the surface, she has to play with and bat around.
Good for
so
her.
I think within like the 30 seconds that I looked away to like go get something when I was changing my guitar strings, she found it and swatted it on the floor, and then it's just been batting it around since then.
Well, I made it into a nice ring that you can wear.
Should I propose with this?
Yeah, it should be your engagement ring to Evie.
It's coming, don't worry.
You hear that, Evie?
She's on the phone with her mom.
Oh, sorry.
Evie's on the phone with her mom right now because her mom is a teacher, so she's helping her study.
Ooh.
Which is honestly like really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were about to start. She was like, "Hey, can you close the door? Because like I'm on the phone with my mom."
Y'all two are fucking
Daphne.
annoying.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so we're going to the studio, gonna record hopefully 2 songs, which we should be able to. But now I'm just like, how can we maximize every little bit of time there?
I think we'll be good. You got a good like schedule in your head, kind of ready.
Yeah, I literally today I
like
wasn't on the clock for this.
Yeah.
But no, like I made a like a spreadsheet kind of like both the songs and like drums, guitar, bass, like it's like drums, guitar, dirt, guitar, clean / effects, bass, Tyler vocals, John vocals, backup vocals / harmony. So like I have a thing for that to like check off each one that we do.
Hell yeah.
Which I do think helps.
Yeah, I know I do too. As I like, we're both visual, like have to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only thing that we have recorded so far that I'm involved in is Granite Angels.
Yes.
Which is the only thing, like I said, it's the only thing that I've recorded. Can you I kind of want to talk about like the different songs that we have in our repertoire? Oh, Jinx.
Oh, our catalog?
Jinx, you owe me a Sprite Zero Sugar.
It's the choice of a new generation.
So Second Suitor had like an EP and 2 albums before Granite Angels came out, right?
Yes.
There was the Safe Space EP.
The Super Duper EP.
Okay, so 2 EPs and then a full length, right?
Full length, and we had the live album, or Live from the Living Room, which
that is. I'm just kidding.
No, I'll be honest. Like in my personal opinion, it's probably the best Second Suitor release up to this point.
It was really like surprisingly like given. I mean, obviously, no offense to anybody that was involved. Given that it was recorded in like Micah's living room,
quite literally,
and like very DIY'd. It sounds great for a live thing.
Yeah, like honestly, like if I were to tell someone like to check out Second Suitor, like I would point them to the Live from the Living Room. Like, not to toot our own horn, but me, Micah, and James were like super locked in on that show, that little performance, and
that
Matt
was like
killed it with recording. Matt Ebers.
Yeah, and that was one of if not the first like performance that you guys did post-COVID.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There was like you were allowed to have like small gatherings at that point. So
yeah.
I think Micah's wife was out of town,
Yep.
so we did like I don't know. We had like 10, 15 people come watch us play just to have some people there to see it in person, and it was a lot of fun.
I remember Tom Jolu was there, and I think
he was working lights.
Yeah, he was working lights, and he was just grooving the whole time.
And eating Oreos.
Yeah, he was eating Oreos.
He was eating
What
Oreos.
What is Tom's fixation with Oreos?
I don't know, but I get it. They're fucking good, man. I love Oreos.
Yeah, I remember when our old band Lilac Night was on tour, we would always like get like either us or Tom would always get Oreos for him, and it was like he like turned into a goblin.
Yeah, it's like the one thing. It's like you can't give Tom like one Oreo because it's never just one Oreo.
Yeah, it's like you can't give him an Oreo after midnight.
But yeah, it's fine. Let him have it.
Tom, you deserve it. Also, Tom, come on the podcast. I've been trying.
Tom, you should do the podcast. That'd be a fun episode.
I've been trying.
Yeah,
which he's down, but it's just schedules. But yeah, so I forgot what I was saying.
That's fine. Granite Angels.
Yes, you were talking about the live EP or the live.
Oh yeah, live. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that how many songs are on that?
I think there was. I want to say the release has 8 songs, and I believe the live concert, that the whole thing on YouTube, I think has 9. Because Tom came up and played. We played Optimist Adjacent.
Yeah, that's
it was
right.
Kind of silly and fun, but it was still really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we put that one on the release. We just put it on like in the video, like the live recordings.
Yeah. So the stuff that you have written for Second Suitor before I was in the band, because I know what Granite Angels is about, and we will get to it. But like, what are some things that you've written about for Second Suitor?
God, life, wrestling,
smoking weed,
smoking dope. No, I tend to write it just.
Sorry, I thought of a thing from is it Billy Madison or something like that, where like he's on the like Adam Sandler's on the playground with kids and he's like drinking Yoo-Hoo.
Oh, is that Big Daddy?
Is it Big Daddy?
I think Big Daddy, yeah.
One of those movies where he's just
Big
like
Daddy.
drinking Yoo-Hoo is cool. You know what else is cool? Smoking dope.
Smoking dope.
But that was him trying to get them to not smoke dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's absolutely, you're fine. Yeah, I tend to write a lot about like emotions and feelings and things like that. Feel like there's definitely throughout the Second Suitor galaxy of music, there's definitely themes of like mental health and my struggle with that and my attempts at overcoming my own issues and becoming a better person.
Yeah.
And I think I tend to write about that a lot. I don't know. I've started to open up my world of writing a lot more and have written about, my mom with Granite Angels, which is,
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like it's such a real thing that happened with my mom passing, obviously, that, it's super easy to write about. And I'm sure there's still more to pour out of me from that context. But
I feel like something that big and heavy, it's gonna you're gonna have an abundance of different feelings that are gonna come out of that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna pry too much into that.
No, that's fine. Like I think that's.
So I feel like you are correct. Like you'll be able to write about that for a while, probably.
Yeah, and at the same time, like I don't want it to be just wow, this kid's singing about his dead mom for the rest of his life, and that's all he writes about. You know what I mean? So it's like
that's kind of how I feel like when on the off chance that I do write lyrics, like I don't write them that often.
Yeah.
Every now and then I do to like if I have like a new riff or like we work on a song, I'll write lyrics to like practice writing lyrics.
Of course.
And I've been trying to branch out, but 9 times out of 10, at least for a while, all I would write about was like my depression because that's what I knew.
Yeah, it's what you know, it's what you're feeling.
Yeah. So it's easy for me to write about that, but I have been trying to write about more things like analog horror, like just things that I find interesting. I think at one point, like we literally have a song about a character from a Silent Hill game.
That's awesome. And that's the thing. There's no rules, right? Yeah. Whatever you feel and whatever works and naturally kind of flows out. But like, I don't know. It's fun to kind of push yourself into different avenues and different directions. I guess like. All right, I don't need to talk about my mom in this song. Like I can.
Yeah.
Even the new songs that we are, the ones that we're recording, I don't think there's really mom things addressed with those.
Yeah, because I know like a little bit about what the songs are about. So
they're a little snarky in a way. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of getting that little chip on my shoulder back.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like, I did a podcast recently with my good friend Anthony Blackwell, ABJ podcast.
I was gonna say, is that the one you've been posting about?
Yeah, and he asked a question about like if I thought like. I can't remember the exact question, but I kind of had the thought in my head of like, maybe I did like music pass me by, and like the opportunity to do this is kind of come and gone, and getting older, not getting any younger. But then then the next week we record some demos, and I'm like, I'm right back in. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, fuck that. And it's like
they pull me back.
Even if one of our new songs, that I have written, Petty.
Oh yeah.
Which I haven't done a demo yet, but we will soon. But it's just kind of about like seeing other bands being more successful in the world, but kind of gatekeepy about it. And we used to all root for each other, but that kind of went away. And just finding, I don't know, I'm kind of writing about like almost about starting over again in the music world, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to have that chip on your shoulder again, because
kind of like it makes you feel like you're like, oh, now I have a reason to keep writing, kind of thing.
I want to earn it.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like, for a long time, like, kind of been in a lull of like, all right, yeah, we'll play shows, we'll release some stuff, and it's but like, I don't want to say it became passionless, because I'm always passionate about doing this and writing and recording, but it just kind of became mundane, I guess, a little bit. And
yeah, like you're like, oh, I'm just doing the same stuff, okay, like
yeah, and even just in the knowing that we're going to record in Pennsylvania in a different state with someone I've never recorded with, and
I have a few times, no big deal.
But I haven't recorded outside of like with my own band, which has been terrific in 5-6 years.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, there's that added like, all right, I have to get my chops up to make sure we're not wasting money going down to the studio doing 100 fucking takes of.
Yeah.
So
like, we don't have the luxury of like Eric rules. By no means am I saying anything negative about him.
But I don't want to
suck. Eric, if you're watching, yeah, exactly. Like it's one of those things where it's like getting. I think you explained it before, where it's like getting outside of your comfort zone of saying like, and again, nothing against like James or anything like that.
No,
like
not
his
at
stuff
all.
sounds great. Like when I was recording with him, I was like, I'm comfortable, and not that we're not comfortable, but like it's one of those things where it's like I'm with my buddy. We're recording a song, like it's gonna be fun regardless, but like I'm comfortable. It's like, oh, if I mess up, it's okay. If we don't get to it today, just come back some other time.
Yeah.
Whereas like if it's another studio that we're not really accustomed to, I've recorded there before, guitar wise. I have never recorded drums there, so this is a whole new experience for me. And I'm very excited, but also like very nervous, because I think earlier we mentioned like maximizing the time and everything. I'm just like like you said, we need to be on our game to get everything done and everything. But I'm excited either way.
But even like that feeling of like having the thought of like, all right, I gotta have my to me it shows like, oh, I give a shit again in a good way.
Yeah,
like I'm ready to push myself to be a good musician. And it's like, we've done it for how many years now? We've been in bands, and there's been a couple times where we were hot and we were fucking touring and traveling and releasing music, and it was awesome. And it's like, the times have changed, and it's a lot trickier and different now. And, there's always going to be cliques and whatever. And we always try to stay away from drama, but it's so fun to have the idea of like, fuck it, let's just go after it again. Let's go and see what we can do. And I don't know. I think we have some really cool songs that we're working on, and I'm really excited to record them and get them out into the world.
Yeah. One of the songs we have that we're recording, I think, has a very cool drum beat intro in the beginning.
For sure.
Which I stumbled upon that beat by accident. It sounds like this. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna show it. I stumbled across that beat by accident because I was trying to do a slowed down version of what I thought was the drum beat for Guillotine by Stray from the Path. Which that drum beat, I don't know if you've heard it or not, but Maybe. It sounds cool as hell. But I was like, oh, is it this slowed down? And then I was like, that's not right, but that still sounds cool.
Yeah, I remember doing that too.
Yeah. But so speaking of songs that we're writing and everything and things you write about, I know that there's a big ongoing joke with Tyler and I that in our old band, when we had like a space to practice with no curfew whenever we wanted, we would always play most of, if not all of, American Idiot front to back.
Yeah.
And so it just became a bit where like there would be like local shows and stuff like that, and they'd need like a band would drop or whatever, and you were just like, you'd be like, hey, you're already playing the show. You want to just go and play American Idiot front to back for like the first, or you know what I mean? So like I know that you really like Green Day, as do I.
Yeah.
And obviously they're very politically driven. They obviously write about a lot of things, but like they do have a lot of political motivation in their songs.
Yeah.
Is that something that you think you would ever do?
Yeah, sincerely, I think.
Especially now, I feel like
Yes.
it's very
I think
important
it's
time to do it.
I think it's too easy to avoid writing about it now, and it's like that's one thing I really wanted to push myself into, really voicing how I feel about the political world around me.
Mhm.
And God, like you said, Green Day, like I feel like they do such a good job too of like even just keeping it relevant with like American Idiot. Like I'm
Mhm.
not a part of a Donald Trump agenda. Like
Yeah.
something so simple. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just they're
There
making
was-
sure like just touching base again. Like this is how we feel.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
so you know.
It's
And
like
I
in case you
appreciate
got it
that.
twisted,
Yeah.
we haven't changed, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
I actually so we at the 7-year birthday show, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the Second Suitor like 7-year birthday show. We made a plan. We were like, oh, we should do the no Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA
Yeah.
thing, and we were like, oh, that'll be fun to do. And the way that we had that show was we had a D20, like a big D20. It was so cool.
It was
honestly.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
it
know.
was
I
so-
know what you're getting at.
Which
now.
props to James for coming up with that
Yeah,
idea.
that was all James's
So
idea.
smart,
And that was
so
so
fun.
fun. I love that.
But speaking of which, I bought new dice today. I bought a mystery.
saw your
Yeah,
po-
I
yeah,
bought a
your-
mystery bag of dice for D&D.
That's pretty cool.
But so the way that show went. Why don't you explain that show
Yeah, so
and how it went?
we had a whole board that had like 20 of our songs written on it. They were all covered up.
Technically, only like 17. 'Cause there
Yeah.
was one that was like
There was
roll,
like roll again,
again,
and-
do a cover, LOL.
which we did.
Is what it said on that. We
Which
did a
we
green. We
did.
did a Green Day cover.
We did. And yeah, that we didn't practice, kind of.
No, not at all. My hand cramped up halfway through, so I was like supposed to be playing like this. I ended up playing with my wrist like tilted weirdly because I couldn't hold my sticks. It was off.
Yeah,
awful.
it was great. But yeah, it was really fun. So every song, even the start of the set, it was like we would roll the D20 dice, or we'd have, which was really fun, having people come up, grab the D20
Yeah.
dice, roll it, or we'd throw it around the room. People would grab it.
Which we did
It was like a
something like that
rubber, like a,
It was a-
it
it
was
was
like
a-
like a squish ball almost.
Yeah, it was a
and you-
rubber D20. It was
Yeah.
like you can't see if you're only listening to audio, but it was like this big.
It's like a baseball size.
Yeah.
We did like
yeah,
like a
about-
little crossball size.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which we did something kind of similar at Porch Fest. We just like had a hat.
Yeah,
in
we
the
had like a
front.
little hat or a little bowl that had all the songs written on, and that was fun because like a lot of the kids were around,
Yeah,
coming
that
up,
was
picking up
fun,
songs. That
yeah.
was cute.
I remember. Okay, so my drummer Aaron, shout out Aaron.
Shout out Aaron.
His daughter Cece loves us. Shout out Aaron. Shout out Cece. His daughter Cece loves us. She's so sweet. She's such a cute kid.
Yeah,
Such a sweetheart. And
steals the show.
every time she steals a show. I remember the first Porch Fest that I played with you guys, with us. The first
Yes.
Porch Fest that we played that I was a part of.
Yes.
She came up to my drums like right when we were about to finish, and she just walked back and was like standing there, and I was like, "What are you doing back here?" So I just picked her up. I picked her up and I like put her on my throne.
Yeah.
And I was just like hitting the cymbals and stuff with her. It was very fun. But
Aw.
she loves the song "Are You Happy?"
Yes.
and she picked that song. Like we didn't plan that. It just happened. The universe really said,
Yeah.
she's gonna pick "Are You Happy?" But yeah, we did something
It was
similar.
a very CC thing to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
Yeah,
perfect.
But yeah, so we did something similar at Porch Fest. But yeah, that show, we did that with like the board and everything. Do you have a picture of that? I think you took a picture of it.
I think I might still have a picture of the board. It's
If you
somewhere
can
in
find it, send it to me. And if he sent it to me, it looks like this. Anyway, I don't know why I'm giving myself more work to do.
I
in the edit.
know.
Every time I'm with somebody, I'm like, please don't give me a lot of edits.
Look at, I'm holding a dragon.
Fuck. I'm gonna track the word fuck to my finger. But no, so
Extreme close up.
Whoa! Oh god. Okay, I actually know how to do those edits. So I'm like,
Thank
fuck, I'm
God.
gonna have to do keyframes
Yep.
and slow zooms and stuff.
Making you
But
work tonight.
yeah.
Yep.
I was trying to think of other things, but I'm like, I don't know how to do that, so I'm not gonna. But no,
yeah.
so the thing that we did for the birthday show, the first song that we picked was the song that we did that thing in.
Yep.
I don't remember
We're
what's-
physicists, bro.
Physicists, yeah.
I know. We were hoping like, all right, cool. Then like middle of the
The
set,
middle,
kind
it'd
of
be
like.
perfect. You know, get people warmed up.
Yep. First song. It's like,
it's
okay,
like,
here
all
we
right,
go.
We're gonna say fuck Trump in this song.
Which was fine.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it
it
was
was
just kind
funny.
of like, it would have.
I think some of my coworkers went, and I think when we did that, I think they might have left shortly after.
That's fine.
Yeah, fuck it.
Adam from the Polish Club gave us cookies after, so
Fuck yeah. That's the
I
yeah.
don't think that had anything to do with it. But
I don't
he's
remember
just the
how,
man.
but I always try to learn a Polish saying.
Yes, you do, and that's
to,
really
to-
cool.
to try to. I don't remember what it is.
I love the Polish Club. For
Yeah,
what
they're
it's worth.
so. I saw him at the gym before. Did I
Yeah,
tell
you did.
Yeah.
I got to talk to Adam too. He said he was making me business cards.
Nice.
Yeah, he's super nice. And also it's cool for me too because like we booked some second shooter shows to play at the Polish Community Center in Binghamton, and also Excite Wrestling books wrestling shows at the Polish Community Center in Binghamton.
Is that upstairs?
Yeah, it's in the upstairs. So it's cool. Like it feels like a home venue for me. Like doing both of those things. You know.
Yeah, it's very cool there. But yeah, so you would write about political stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there anything that you don't think you would ever write about?
I mean, probably, but I don't know. It all depends on context, I guess.
Yeah, like if it's something that like doesn't really.
I mean, I don't
like that I'm not like knowledgeable about.
I don't think I'm gonna write a song about like, I don't know, like tripod stands.
Why not? That's a good exercise you could do.
now it's gonna be a thing.
Now I'm gonna push him into put in the comments. Hey Ty, write a song about a tripod stand.
Tell me what to write about, and I'll try to sneak it into a song somehow. Have some weird.
Have you seen that guy, like the weatherman, that like sneaks in song lyrics?
Yes, I have seen that. He's fun. It's really cool.
Yeah. So we have talked about music, and I think you mentioned that like we didn't say what Granite Angels is about, but like it's kind of inferred. You know what it's about?
Yeah, it's about my mom, and you know. Her passing and living life after that, basically.
Yeah, I think you said you were like it's kind of me like learning how to love life again, kind of thing.
Very much cool. So. Yeah, no, that's a great way. Yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. And that song, I'm super glad that you were drumming on it, and it's
me too.
So glad that James is on that song. It's a moment in time, and I appreciate that song so much. It's still fun to play live too.
Yeah. I got to do some cool little fills.
Yeah, you did some really cool shit in that song. It was fun.
Yeah. But now I'm just curious, because I don't think I've ever actually asked you, what is Bring the Urn about? Is it just about wrestling? Or... Because I know it's like... Because that's a reference to Paul Bearer, right?
Not really.
No?
No. Oh, no, it's not.
Because...
No, that's a reference. It's a Micah and James reference, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was a show we played... And I think James was like trying to like hype someone up in the crowd or something, like tell your friends, like tell your grandma or something. And someone's like, my grandma's dead, and he's like, well, bring the urn, and like some shit like that. So the song has nothing to do with the title.
Okay.
Yeah, the song itself is more just about like self-reflection and not liking who you were as a person and doing something about it, acknowledging that your past has faults and that you aren't fucking perfect. And
because there's the one line, it's like the person I am is disgusted with the person I was pretending to be. Did I remember that right? Okay.
Yeah, kind of like you can say you're a good person all you want, but what are you doing to?
What are you actually doing to?
Yeah. So it's about kind of just taking action and doing the things to actually be the person you claim you are.
Okay. I thought it was about wrestling.
I mean, it's about wrestling, sure.
What song? Do you have a song about wrestling?
Yeah, One Winged Angel.
Okay, yeah, because
for sure.
That's the
one.
That's
all wrestling references.
That's the one that's
It's a slow one.
If I want.
No, that's Cute Shoes.
Fuck.
One Winged Angel. You're in the band.
Fuck. Hey, if anybody plays drums, Second Shooter's looking for a drummer. You want to go to the studio in a week and a half?
Yeah, pretty much. The One Winged Angel was if you take my hand, we could order Chinese food, get high, and then watch New Japan.
Damn, so you hear those harmonies?
I know.
Camera 1, camera 2.
Work, queen, work.
Designers make it work.
Do you watch Drag Race?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I have before, but I haven't watched it. Like
you should.
I know you've mentioned.
Fantastic.
The battery died. That's okay. We got this one.
You should watch Drag Race. And if you're watching this, you should watch Drag Race.
Yes.
Because it's
Hey, RuPaul, if you're watching this, come on the pod.
RuPaul is one of my favorite people in the world.
I don't even know what I would do if I ever met RuPaul, let alone had them on the podcast.
I want to be on that podcast with you.
I'd bring you on. Yeah, I'd be like, hey, this is my friend Tyler. He knows your show religiously.
What would your drag name be?
Isn't there like a thing of like how you make a drag name?
You could make something. I want to do Tyler Swift.
Pete Jones. No,
Pete Jones.
Do you know that reference?
No.
It's from Zack and Miri.
Oh, okay.
Because what's his name? Like Lester Longtail or something fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you need to make it. That's a great porno name. And then he's like, oh, I can make a porno name. I'm gonna be Pete Jones.
Is that Jay Muse character?
Yeah. Don't ever say shit covered around me again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was so. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
What'd you have for dinner tonight?
I haven't had dinner yet.
Well, you texted me that you were getting
I was
food.
gonna get food, but the line was incredibly long. So
Where
I
were you
ordered.
going? Taco Bell?
No.
Where were we going?
Where was I going?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna get McDonald's.
Yeah, their line gets super long down there.
I don't condone eating McDonald's, but it's cheap and fast.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, so that's what I was gonna do. But the line,
Piece
both
of shit.
lines, yeah, I know.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, both lines were not. Both lines were very long, so
Stupid.
yeah.
Dumb
I was gonna go to
lines.
Taco Bell. I was like, just get Taco Bell instead. But that line was also super long, so I just ordered DoorDash.
What'd you get?
We got Northside Deli.
Ooh.
I ordered a Philly cheesesteak sub and a cheeseburger, which I love Northside Deli and I love their Philly cheesesteaks, but I think their Philly cheesesteak is just Sloppy Joe on a sub, which is still with like onions and peppers. It's still fucking banging.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I recognize Manwich when I taste it.
You're like, I know this shit.
Yeah, but still super good.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, so kind of talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
How long have you been wrestling?
I'm almost at my 3-year anniversary.
Nice.
This summer, I believe, will be my 3 years in wrestling business.
Nice.
Yeah.
What got you into it? Just like watching it when you were younger and
Oh,
having
yeah.
your cousin beat you up?
Yeah, pretty much. So, I grew up watching wrestling. My cousin Chris and I would grow up beating the shit out of each other and learning
Oh,
how
it was
to.
you and Chris. I thought it was you and Sean.
No, me and Chris used to climb on their garage roof and like jump on the trampoline and get in trouble with that kind of stuff.
Nice.
And then but Sean actually pursued wrestling. Has been a wrestler for 10, 15,
Didn't
20
he do
years
Ring
now.
of Honor?
Yeah, he's
Nice.
worked for Ring of Honor.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's done so many amazing things in wrestling. He's wrestled Cody Rhodes. Jesus, man.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, also a little toot of your horn.
Yeah.
Your like second or third match was with fucking Gangrel.
Yeah, I think it was my third match in wrestling.
Yeah.
And it was with Gangrel.
And then after that match, you literally went and played a suitor gig.
Yeah,
I wasn't in the band at the time.
So
but-
that night was cool. It was in a tag match. It was me and my cousin Sean Carr against Gangrel and Axel Lennox. And yeah, I took 2 Impaler DDTs from Gangrel that match.
All right,
So that was cool. And yeah, then literally right after the show, because it was main event, I not supposed to.
no, it's been falling over.
Yeah, I just grabbed my gear and packed up my merch, drove over to Thirsties and second.
You were still in your wrestling.
Yeah, I wore my
your
kick
ring
pads
gear.
and
Yeah.
knee pads and all my. Yeah.
That was the first time that I put on your kick pads.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, you like took them off. I was like, oh, can I try these on? And you let me, and I was like, these are covered in sweat.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking nasty.
So I know a little bit about wrestling. I'm obviously not as well versed as Tyler is, but my brother and I grew up watching wrestling. He is obviously much more into it than I am. I love it, but like my brother like knows the ins and outs. Like very much like you two are very similar. Like you're very knowledgeable and passionate about it.
Yeah.
So like I do know a little bit about. I was actually started recently watching like Maven and Devon's YouTube
Oh, yeah.
channels. Yeah.
The cool shit.
Yeah.
Good insights.
Yeah, so like I love learning like the science behind it and like the kind of like
Like the psychology.
yeah. There was one time it was when again when Suter was playing wrestling and Suter just always go.
I
in
know.
together
That's why
somehow.
it just makes sense. I became a wrestler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I remember it was when Suter was playing Shelter Slam
Okay. Oh yeah.
and
Wait.
it was up at the Choconut or no, maybe it wasn't. No,
I
it
think
wasn't
it was
Shelter
Lila.
Slam. It was no, because Lila was that was a different time. I remember.
You know what time I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the time where the sound guy left and was like, "Hey, sorry that I was gone for 20 minutes. You have 10 minutes left in your set," and like didn't want me to use my own drums.
And then
I like threw my drums around and he got mad at us and he was like, "Dude, you can't do that." I was like, "They're mine."
And they tried to fight They tried to fight me after the set.
Somebody tried to fight you at a Suter show because he was drunk. Tell that story.
Was that the PA one?
That was PA, yeah.
Oh, you tell that story.
Okay,
That was
let me
so
tell the
stupid.
story.
Yeah, tell the story.
No, so-
I'll chirp in.
Yeah, give it a little chirp.
Yeah, chirp.
Is that a wrestling term?
No, it's more of a hockey term.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Oh yeah, chirping.
Chirping.
Fuck you, Shorzy. Yeah.
Fuck you, Shorzy. Fuck you, Riley.
If you don't watch Letterkenny, you need to watch Letterkenny. But so if I remember right, it was a show that we played down in PA
I think it was
at
the
the
V
V
spot.
spot. Yeah,
Yep.
it was the V spot. And I had brought my van there, and I was like getting my gear out of the van, like my my stands and stuff like that. I was setting it up because there wasn't a lot of space inside to set up, so I was just kind of doing it outside, a lot easier. And there's some lady who I don't think was drinking. I'm hoping not because she was driving, but It was her and some fucking dude, and he was like very proudly talking about how like he gave his infant like whiskey for like a toothache or something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part, but
I heard him saying
believe it.
something about that. Yeah, I think you were like down like
Yeah.
like away from me a bit.
Sounds
But I
right.
heard him saying that kind of just like in passing. But I was like taking my hardware out, setting it up and everything, and I heard him say something. I don't know what he said, but I heard the woman say something along the lines of like, yeah, they better fucking move or else I'm going to hit all their shit. Something to that effect. And I straight up was like, oh, are you talking about like me and my stuff? Like, I'll move it. I just didn't know you were trying to leave. So, like, that's, like, the most that I'll stand up for myself and, like, be confrontational. That's, like, the most that I would do. But I remember, like, I moved my stuff.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, I'll move it. It's fine. I just didn't know because you didn't tell me. So I moved my stuff, and then they're getting ready to leave.
And then this couple pulls in.
Yeah, they got, like, dropped off. And then the couple pulled in, they got dropped off, and then they got out.
They were kind of standing and talking by
as
us,
you do.
like, in the parking lot, probably having a cigarette before you go inside or whatever.
Yeah, you know, like, obviously, like, I'm sure if they noticed the brake, like the reverse lights, they would have moved, but they obviously didn't. And so, dude gets out of the car and, like, gets up in their face, and he's, like, you know, just screaming, like, we're trying to fucking leave, get out of the fucking way, you know, kind of thing.
Do not see me backing up.
And they're like, no, we didn't see that. Sorry, we'll move.
And it, like,
They
kind of
move-
escalates a little bit.
Well,
Not, yeah, go ahead.
Not yet. It simmered down.
Yeah.
And I think, oh no, you know what I think what it was?
It kind of escalated. 'cause
Yes,
he
you're
was
right.
The drunk dude driving was trying to, like, get in his face, and the dude's like, whoa, get out of here. And I think I went over kind of like, all right, chill out,
You tried to
whatever.
de-escalate. You're like, hey, they're moving. You guys are good. Go
Right.
enjoy your night.
Yep, cool. Like, they're gone. They go inside. You get in your vehicle.
You're good
be
to go.
safe,
You got
get out.
room.
I'll help you get out, whatever. Cool.
Yeah.
So they get in their car.
They drive like 30 feet, maybe.
Something like
Some
that.
the
Brake
not-
lights.
Yeah, drive for a bit, and then we just see brake lights. Dude gets back out of his car. Gets out of his car and walks back towards us and gets in Tyler's
He's mad at
face.
me now.
Yeah, he's getting in Tyler's face, and you're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was like, I heard you talking shit about me or something like that. And you're like, I was the one person not talking shit about you. I was telling you to, like, I was helping you to, like, get out of here kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then he said something that I will never, and this is the first time that I've seen you be confrontational with somebody, which, like, and obviously not that I didn't have any before, but this kind of, like, made me respect you more.
Sick.
Because again, not that I didn't respect you in the first place, but I was just like, damn. It was like in a movie, it's just like, damn, he don't give a fuck. But like he was like in Tyler's face and like saying all this stuff, and he was like, I heard you talking shit. I got like voice to text in my car or something like that. It made no sense. And like you're like standing up for yourself, but like still pretty calm.
Yeah, I wasn't
And,
trying
like,
to escalate it.
Yeah, you weren't trying to escalate it, but you were like weren't backing down, and you were just like. You were like, dude, nobody's saying anything. You're getting yourself all worked up. Like, just go home. Enjoy your night. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
And he was like, I have voice recognition in my car. And you were like, I don't give a fuck. Get out of here. You were like, good for you, dude. Get the fuck out of here. And you just, like, kept going.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, Tyler might get in an actual fist fight. And I remember
Yeah, I was...
Evie was with us.
Yep.
And she has pepper spray in her purse. So I took the pepper spray and I like put it in my back pocket. I was like, "Ooh, if it gets going, I might have to break it out." But also, I had poppers, and I was so tempted. I thought it would be funny.
I wish you did.
I thought it would be funny. I'm glad I didn't because I didn't want it to escalate anymore. But I was so tempted
laughed.
to just start throwing poppers at his feet.
That'd have been
I put him.
hysterical.
I like took him out and I was holding him.
You should have.
But
I
I
would
was
have
like-
laughed.
I was like, I don't want this guy to try to start fighting us and then have everyone be mad at me for instigating it.
Yeah,
But-
no, it was fine.
Yeah, some
He
dude
was-
tried to fight you. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. It was
Like-
funny, but ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember. I was just like, "You're ruining your own fucking night."
Yeah.
Like, no one's like, just you already in your car. You were already driving.
Yeah, like everything was fine. You were
Well, I was
leaving.
like- and I like he tried being so mad, and like I don't think he was ready for someone to be like adulting at him. Like, how dare you get out of your car and walk back here? I'm like,
Yeah.
don't ruin your night anymore like than it already is, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think dude, I'm like, I am like 5 minutes away from going on stage. Like, I don't want to deal with your fucking drunk
Yeah.
ass. Like, get the fuck away from me.
yeah.
And then we went and played a show.
Yeah, and you were like, the song goes out to that asshole that tried to fight me in the parking lot.
Nope.
That was the same night so we don't play covers normally,
Yeah.
but like every now and then we'll jokingly play like
Yeah.
like a riff or two for a cover.
Yeah.
We'll either play the intro for Down with the Sickness or the intro for Can't Stop.
Yep. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
And but we'll just like drag it out because it's just the build up. The boo doo 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 doo.
But the
we'll
other
do
night-
that for like
yeah.
a minute and a half straight,
Yep.
and just to be obnoxious because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
But we like somebody said something about playing a cover, and we were like, no, we don't play covers, whatever. And then we were like, all right, well, we got something for you.
Like at the end of Get It, right? Is
I
that-
think, yeah.
And it's, can I just say, it's always funny too, because you're usually, I look at you smirking, and you're like, and
I
I'm just
know, because
like-
I don't want to do it.
and I'm just like, it's doing it.
So the reason that we do that is because I saw a video of somebody do it on Instagram, I think. That's where I saw the video. But like, the part. I purposely do it really badly because of a video that I saw. So we'll like
Build it up.
build it
it's
up
a
like
song.
super serious. And then it's like and it's just like really off time and bad. But we were doing that, and we were like, oh fuck it,
Yo,
we'll do it.
drunk people fucking pop for it though.
Dude, the
they don't give a
first
fuck.
two
They think
or-
it's how it's supposed to be.
The first 2 or 3 tom hits, like boom boom boom.
Whoa!
This dude in the front literally looked at me and pointed and was like, "Disturbed," and like maintained eye contact with me.
And I'm
I was just like,
I'm
yup,
probably
good job,
looking
bud.
at you too, playing the riff, trying to not pee my pants, laughing like, what the fuck? Yeah,
I
this shit's
remember.
So funny.
I think the only time we might have actually done it, but there was
Oh my
only
God.
one time where I was like very much like, "Please do not make me do this."
Yeah.
Was when my dad was there.
And then I made you do it.
Did we do it?
Wasn't that
It
strawberry?
was strawberry.
Fudge?
Did we do it, or did I actually?
I
spend,
don't
like-
know. We might have.
I think we did because I was.
I think
like,
we did too.
But I really
Because it
did
was
not want to
strawberry.
do it because my dad was there, and that was like one of.
This is what show we shouldn't do it at too.
Yeah, the one like okay, hold on a second. So let me clarify. My dad taught
What
me how
show
to,
we shouldn't be playing regardless.
yeah,
probably,
yeah.
but
My dad
whatever.
taught me how to play drums, and he also one of the first albums that I ever listened to was "The Sickness" by Disturbed, which he showed me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh hell yeah, my dad's like finally gonna be able to see because like he just hasn't been able to before. And so I'm like, oh, my dad's finally gonna watch me play drums. He taught me how to play drums. This is super important to me. Fuck yeah, he's gonna watch us play. And we were doing that, and I was like really nervous. I don't know if I really
remember you
mentioned
were,
it. Yeah. I was like, yeah, like my dad, like I was like, my dad's gonna watch me. Like I have to impress my dad who taught me how to play drums. Like this is very important to me. And this asshole's like, hey, you want to do the Disturbed thing? And I'm like, I really don't, but I think we did.
You're like, I'm like,
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But yeah, so kind
Yeah,
of
that
going back
sounds
to wrestling.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you about that after, like sometime afterwards, about like the whole thing about the guy getting in your face and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I wasn't expecting you to like be so like blunt and like swear at him and scream at him and stuff like that. And you were kind of like, I think you explained to me, you're like, being in wrestling kind of like helped you like learn to like deal with confrontation, but and like not take any shit kind of thing.
Yeah, in a way, for sure. Because I don't know, and not
Explain
even just
that.
not even in just wrestling, just in life though. Like, yeah, I mean, wrestling.
Well, I mean, like wrestling kind of
it
helps.
kind of gives
get
you the
comfortable.
confidence because I'm
That's what it
like,
is, yeah.
more so, because, not even because it's I know who I am, and I know like
Yeah.
when some. I didn't, for the record, I wasn't trying to fight this
Oh no,
dude.
yeah, no. You're
And
not.
I wouldn't have thrown the first punch either in that regard because I knew if he would have tried to throw a punch, it would have been a fucking.
It
It
would've been
wasn't
a
trying like he's trying to fucking.
I just wanted him to do it again.
He's drunk and he probably just wouldn't have hit me anyway. But
He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and then turns
and then
somewhere
just
away
falls.
from you. And yeah.
Like, all right. But no, like that's the thing. Like I wasn't trying to goad him into a fight
Oh
or
yeah,
anything.
no.
But no,
I don't
but
think
at the
you were.
same time, I'm like, if he's gonna get physical, I'm like, do it with me then because I can handle this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
definitely can't. I've never been in a fight before in my life. Not an actual fight.
Like I feel wasn't it like James was like I'll give James credit. James was right behind me like ready to go if this
Oh,
dude
was
did
he?
it. Oh yeah, he was right there like. But like all of our fucking girlfriends and fiancés were there too. and
Yeah,
it's
like
not
you're
that
gonna
not
do
that
this-
I wanted to fight anyways, and I'm just like Jesus.
yeah, it's like don't make me do this in front of my fiance kind of thing.
Yeah, like I want her to have fun tonight and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
have to deal with this shit.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's fair.
Shout out to Autumn, I love you.
Shout
Sorry
out
for
Autumn.
that.
What's up, Autumn?
What's up, Autumn? Love you.
Like you were saying in the last thing, you were like, I think Zach was like, what's one of your favorite things about Autumn? And you're like, she puts up with my bullshit.
Yeah.
which is how I feel about Evie.
Yeah.
She puts up with my bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of going back to the show at the Coconut Inn. You were kind of like telling me about a match that you had like beforehand, and you were kind of like spoilers. You were kind of like telling me like some of the science behind like in-ring talk and stuff like that.
Sure.
Which was like, it's so simple, but like it never occurred to me, but it was like very fascinating.
It is.
Like,
I think it's fascinating still and doing it. Like,
all right, so walk me through kind of like the process of like writing and or calling a match. Like, is there like, I'm assuming that like,
this is the here's
if you don't want to, you
no
also
no
don't
no
have to.
this is the here's the comparison I can. This is the closest comparison I can think of to calling a match to like to putting it in wrestling in music terms.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know how like at shows like you think of a set list and
Mm-hmm.
like I used to think like, oh, it's cool, you think of a set list and then you like just go out and play it from memory.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling's more like
Feel the room. Get the vibe of the room. No.
It's more like you're calling a song and then playing it live, but not really practicing. Like you can maybe noodle backstage.
Like you have enough to fake it through, kind of thing. But
walk
like,
through it, but like
yeah.
so backstage too. Like in a band world,
Say
you wouldn't
you
be
and
able to play it full band. You could maybe like, all right, okay, I know what we're doing, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
you
it'd
get
be
the
like
bones. Of it.
Yeah, it'd be like, all right, here's the chord progression. I want this for the bridge. Like it'd be like doing that and then going out and playing it.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's like calling a match and then
Okay.
going out and wrestling. So
That's-
shout out to professional wrestlers,
Yeah.
sincerely,
Yeah.
because shit's insane.
And I feel like, I think you've mentioned too, like when you're in a match with somebody, like obviously the point is to be safe. Obviously, like nobody wants to get hurt for sure, or nobody wants to get hurt for real. Like
No one wants to get injured.
Yeah, nobody wants to get injured. That's what I meant to say. Because you've gotten hurt before.
I've gotten injured before.
Yeah. not anyone's fault. It just happens sometimes.
Sean kicked me in the fucking rib. It was his fault.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
What do you mean it's
Yeah,
no
fuck
one's
you,
fault?
Sean.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
Sean, it's your fault.
But no, so like, I know that I think you've mentioned it before, but I've also heard from other people as well, is like a big part of it is like doing things to obviously keep everyone safe. That's the number one priority.
For sure.
But also doing things that help both people shine. Like, say you and I were in a match, like, you'd want to do things to, like, make it enjoyable for everybody, but also it's like, I know that, like, if you and I were in a match, I'm like, oh, I know that Tyler is, like, a high flyer, and he can do this stuff. So, like,
Yeah, like adapting to different.
I want to try to adapt to give him a chance to shine, and he does the same to me. Like, does that happen?
For sure.
Okay.
Like I think I did a seminar. It was with Bobby Fish, and he said something that still resonates with me. Is like the best matches are when both people in it are trying to make the other person look better.
Yeah.
And it's like I love that because it's like I want whoever I'm facing to look good because like win or lose or draw, like it makes me look better. And like I like to, you know, I pride myself in being safe and being a good sell and, you know,
Yeah.
working with people. And I love adapting to different styles, and it's fun, and learning new techniques and just different transitional things. It's fun. It's just learning like a language and an art form, and it's you're never finished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're always gonna learn more and grow, and I love that.
Yeah. When you're getting ready to have, like, when you're getting ready to get out to the ring and have your match and everything, like, beforehand, is there, like, do you have, like, a process of, like, getting in the zone and, like, getting in the headspace for it? Because I know for me, I would need to, like, really focus because I would be way too self-conscious of, like, how people, like, what people think of me, if that makes sense.
Well,
and, like,
that's the
one
thing
thing that I struggle with, like, when I would try to, like, make sketch videos and stuff when I was younger is, like, I feel like I would have to, like, look at certain things to see, like, oh, is this right? Or, like, are they, you know, whatever.
Yeah, and
which I wouldn't want to do that if I'm wrestling because I'm like, I don't want to be looking at the crowd to see if they're watching.
Well, and
You know
just
what I
like
mean?
anything, that's why you practice.
Yeah, yeah.
And just like, you know, like you're playing for them though. So, you know, you have to. Yeah, I get the self-consciousness too.
Yeah.
But like, understand like these people are paying money to come watch you do it. So like, not to sound rude, but like you could be self-conscious. Your character better not be.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like,
Yeah.
And there's some people who are super introverted and shy and like keep to themselves, and then they go out there and they're the greatest wrestlers.
Yeah,
They're
I was
so
just watching
talented.
something recently talking about, like, I know he's not, like, I know there's a lot of controversy around him, but, like, I know that, like, from what I heard, New Jack as a person and as a wrestler were very different.
Yeah.
New Jack as a wrestler is not a good person. But New Jack as a non-wrestler was vastly different from what I've heard.
Yeah,
to an extent, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the full story behind it, but that's just the first thing that comes to mind.
I've watched the many a documentaries on New Jack and grew up watching them. I mean, I don't know him personally well enough to.
Yeah, but that's just the first thing that comes to mind. But like, so yeah, like, is there, like, how do you get yourself like hyped up for a match and get in the headspace to get in the zone?
I'm sorry, it's funny. Like, you just brought it in. I'm like, let's just talk about Chris Benoit next. No.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing that Chris Benoit did?
No, like, Jesus. Getting
side thing.
Yeah.
Every now and then, like, I did it at the last show Disruptor played in Corning.
You played the riff?
Yeah. I only did it because I wanted to get Aaron's reaction, and he has this. I can picture it in my head. He has this way when, like, if you do something funny, he'll like look at you and like a smile will like slowly form, and then he'll laugh. And he did that. I was like, that's why I did it. That's okay.
Apologies. It's late past my bedtime.
Yeah, what time is it?
I don't know. That's what I was looking at. I was like,
It's 7:18. It's
oh
past
my
your bedtime.
God.
I was supposed to be in bed 3 hours ago.
I'm exhausted. I'm old.
Yeah. It was my birthday yesterday.
I know. Happy birthday,
Thanks.
John.
Yeah.
How was your birthday?
It was another day.
Sick.
Literally,
You started a new job. How was it?
It was fine. I had like a trial lesson.
Yeah.
It was cool. I'm a drum instructor at Guitar Center. And I had my first like trial lesson, which was honestly it was really cool because like the lady that I was like instructing and everything, she already like had like a little bit of like knowledge. Like she was like, yeah, I have a practice pad at home. I do some like stuff like that. But yeah, she was super nice. Like she was a really really nice lady. She was a perfect first lesson. Yeah. But yeah, no, I worked my full-time job and then I went and started at Guitar Center. Worked that for like an hour and a half. And then I got pizza from Chefs. Shout out Chefs. And I came home and I ate that pizza. Nice. I came home, I ate that pizza, watched the new Daredevil show, and then I went to bed. So it wasn't anything super exciting.
What a day.
Yeah. It's a perfect day.
Nice, yeah.
But yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. I got totally off track.
It's okay.
I was doing the
yeah, Chris Benoit thing.
Okay, but no. So yeah, getting into
like
you get into the zone.
Typically before a match too, like I'm trying to stay warm, trying to stay loose. I'm bouncing around. I'm stretching. I'm kind of just going over everything in my head, making sure whoever I'm working it with in that match is all good. Everyone's cool. Everyone's safe. Everyone knows what the plan is, and just kind of like just getting ready for a show. You want to get loose. You want to get ready. You want to get warm, and then once your music hits, it's fucking go time.
What's your music again? It's by MXPX, right?
No,
No Effects.
No, I just come out to Bring the Iron.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you came out to like No Effects at one point or something like that.
No, it was Iron Sheik for a little bit.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Or Winona Fighter too.
You hear they just released a new album a little
Yeah,
while
I've
ago?
listened to it 100 times.
Nice. What was it like working with Gangrel?
Oh, he was awesome.
Yeah.
So definitely the first like name I've ever worked with and everything, and he was super veteran. Like, hello sir, my name is Tyler. I'm working with you tonight. And we just got together, talked about the match, and he was super open to pretty much everything everyone wanted to do, and had some really good input, good ideas, and it was. Nice. It was great. He was snug, gave some good shots, and
yeah. Oh yeah.
It was fun.
Didn't he give you? There's like one picture of him like holding you like after he gave you a chop or something like that.
Yeah, you can just see him like,
it looks like this.
It looks like this. Better put it in.
Yeah, I'll get it for a third time.
Yeah.
Fourth. No. I was waiting for you to do it again. Please don't. But yeah, so like working with him, like, did you guys like, fuck. Did you guys like call spots during the match? Do you like talk about it beforehand? Like, here's the idea of what we want to do, kind of thing.
We talked about it beforehand and everything, and I think there was one spot in the match where things kind of got a little off, and we kind of talked through it and figured it out and worked through it, but it worked out really well, and everything seemed very fluent, and it was great.
Wasn't he like supposed to come out with somebody else, and then it was him and who? Axel Lennox, you said?
Lennox, yeah.
Was he? Did he come out like by himself at first or something like that? I feel like there was something.
Axel came out, and then he went back, and Gangrel came out with him.
Okay.
Through the curtain, yeah.
Why? Why did he come out by himself at first? Was that just part of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he went and got Gangrel, and they got their I don't know.
I'm not trying to like break the
immersion
or anything.
Like, I don't think that was much to think into on that part. I think it was more just like hold on, here's my teammate kind of thing, and check this shit out.
It's like, oh, you think I'm alone? Here's my
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about what Travis said the first time we went to one of your matches?
He
like
can talk?
Travis?
Yeah.
Sometimes he does.
No shit. What did he say?
No, so it was your first match, and we were sitting there, like we were there and everything. We're just talking about it, and he leans over to me. He's like, "You think Tyler's gonna blade tonight?"
I should have for the first one, and then played a suitor set.
Right? Yeah. Are we trying to do another Suitor Slam?
I would love to.
I would love to as well.
Mainly
so I can get in the ring and not feel self-conscious about it.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
like, oh, I'm in the band. I can get in the ring now. Because
Yeah,
before it was just like, hey, Tyler, we're friends. Can I get in the ring for a second?
You gonna take a bump?
I took a bump. Sean gave me.
Oh yeah, he gave you a body slam, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which I felt really awkward about. Like, I wanted to sell and everything, but there was one person there that like I didn't know we were like still on good terms. It was a weird thing. But yeah, there was a person there that I was like nervous about being around just because of like not knowing how like we felt about each other. I was like, do they still hate me? Like, do they think I hate them? You know, kind of thing. And just being anxious in general, he gave me a body slam and I just like laid there and I was like, what do I do? So I just like twitched like that.
See, and that's what's cool with wrestling. I don't know, like in music too, like you see someone in the crowd, like, oh shit. I don't give a fuck when I'm wrestling. That's my only priority. That's my only.
Has there ever been anybody at a show? Because this happened to me once. Has there ever been anybody at a show that you've seen that you're just like? Because I know for me there was one time. I think the first time Disruptor played at the Marconi Lodge, there was somebody there that like I used to be very good friends with, and we had a falling out, which they have admitted that they did not handle well. I'm not just talking shit. I'm not talking shit anyway. But like. It was one of those things where it's just like we were very close, we were good friends, and then they randomly were just like, they're just like, dude, I don't really even know you. Like, why are you like getting so deep, kind of thing? And I was very taken aback. I was like, damn, I thought we were like good friends.
Weird,
yeah. But I saw that person at the show, and I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. But like, I'm gonna use that to my advantage and like play even harder and like move around even more and look even more like an idiot than I already do. But. And then afterwards, like, we did talk, and they were like, hey, I didn't handle things well, so that was good closure. But has there ever been anything like that for a show?
No.
I'm like getting deep. It's like, has there been anybody that, like, affected you?
I don't know. If you see someone who you might not be fond of in a public space, like, it's public space. Like,
yeah.
Fuck it. Like, use it as motivation if you want to play hard or whatever, but, like, also, like, I don't care anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't like
I used to get,
whatever,
like, really, like, bummed out if certain people would go.
Yeah.
But I try to not let it affect me. Because, like, obviously if I have, like, if, like, you have bad history with somebody or, like,
oh, for sure.
they've wronged you or something, like, you know, but I do try to get past it. I'd be like, well, I'm here to do this.
Yep.
You know, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
What's the worst injury you've taken wrestling?
My cousin kicked me out of the sky and cracked my rib. That sucked. And then my spine got crooked, so that sucked too.
Oh, yeah. How is that? Don't you have, like, tendonitis still?
Yeah, probably. But I'm wrestling. I'm a champion right now. I'm a tag champ.
Yeah, okay. Tell me about that. You and Trevor Terry, My Chemical Bromance.
You know
which I love that, by the way.
Yes, it's awesome. It's fun. Yeah, me and Trevor, we found out we were a tag team last week, and then we showed up and won the tag team titles, so...
Nice. Is Trevor the one that went to Connecticut to train or whatever?
Trevor went to the Nightmare Factory and trained with Cody Rhodes.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah. That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
That's cool. How was it wrestling at Speedy Fest?
Speedy Fest was a blast.
Yeah?
It was hot.
You wrestled twice there, right?
Yeah, I wrestled both days, or 2 of the days that was there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a really good time to wrestle at Speedy Fest. It is super duper hot, which sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I remember when I went there. I got there like
black. So
oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wrestled 2 years at Speedy Fest.
Yeah. Because there was the first year I think was when Kurt Angle was there, right?
Yep.
And then you wrestled the next year as well.
Yes, I did. Yep. We had Trish Stratus was there.
I was gonna say with that one. I was talking to somebody about that today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was talking about wrestling, and I had mentioned that. Oh no, because I was with somebody from work. I was with one of the interns. And we drove past Otsiningo Park, and I mentioned, I was like, oh, have you ever gone to Speedy Fest? And she was like, no, what is that? And I was like, it's what Binghamton bases our entire personality on, is chicken Speedies. It's cubed, marinated chicken, which is fantastic.
Or pork.
Or pork, yeah.
Or lamb.
Maybe. But yeah, so I was talking about that, and I was like, yeah, we went one year, and like, I was like, my friend wrestled, it was really cool, and I got to meet Kurt Angle, and then the next year they had Trish Stratus, but I couldn't afford it. I was just talking about that. Yeah, I remember like getting there and like walking up. I was like, "Oh yeah, they're wrestling today." I was like, I wonder if I'm going to be able to see Tyler or not." And I got there like as your match started.
Yeah.
And I remember like you saw me and you were like, I think you were like, oh no, it was when you were coming out because you were like doing the thing of like, you know, when you like walk around and everything, it's like making your entrance and everything. And I think you saw me and you were like, oh hey, you know, did one of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, that's my friend. But I remember at one point I looked up at you and you were like selling in the corner and then you like looked up at me and I think you like either winked or were like, watch this.
I think so.
And then I think you did like a backflip or something.
I did a swanton bomb or something like
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I gave you a wink. I'm like, check this shit out.
Yeah. So I think at that point, I think I took out my phone. I was like, oh, he's going to do something cool. So I took out my phone and took a video of it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was cool.
It was cool. This past year was cool too because a lot of cool shots of wrestlers with like the balloon being inflated behind it. Like,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you think realistically you'll be able to wrestle for?
I don't know. Until my body tells me I can't.
That's fair.
I have no idea.
What's a dream production you'd like to go into?
Like, you mean for wrestling?
Yeah.
I mean, anything. I just want to start traveling more with it for sure. Wrestle new promotions, make new friends and connections. And
Did I say production? I meant promotion.
Yeah. I definitely want to wrestle for One Up in Syracuse. That would be phenomenal. Nice. I'd love to do Immortal again. There's a couple Pennsylvania promotions I'd love to. Even up in the Northeast, like I think it's like Green Mountain Wrestling in Vermont, I want to say. Love to go up there. That'd be so much fun. But yeah, there's a lot of cool promotions.
I just remembered when Lila was on tour one time, we played the Masquerade.
Atlanta, Georgia.
It was Georgia? Okay, yeah. We played the Masquerade.
We were in Purgatory, which was the middle venue.
Yeah. It was very cool.
And then
it was a really good show. And then
in Hell, there was a wrestling show happening.
Yeah, and we just walked in. Like, we didn't
snuck in after our set.
Yeah, fun. We were like, hey, we're playing a show. We're just going to go here. We kind of were just, like, exploring, and then we just walked. Remember that time you tried to break into the Tennessee Titans Stadium? You and Pete Long?
Yeah.
That was really funny.
Shout out Pete Long.
Shout out Pete Long.
My cousin's girlfriend house, formerly above the Mendoza.
Yeah.
That was a fun tour.
Yeah, that was really fun.
We had a lot of fun with
those
guys.
We had, like, 12 people in one van.
Yeah, it was gnarly. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was
hot.
hot.
I was playing drums for Above the Mendoza on that tour, too. I was doing double duty.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, we tried to break into the Titan Stadium. That was super cool. Unsuccessful, but they were cool about it.
Yeah, because we were going to go in. Like, people were just going in and, like...
I think there was an event happening, though.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Well, like, nobody was, like, checking badges or anything like that. They were literally just walking in. And we were like, we should just walk in. But I think we were nervous, so
we definitely went up, and they were like, no, there's an event happening. You need a ticket.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were like, hey, can we,
get your fucking story straight, John.
My bad. I was high. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, afterwards, Pete was just like, I'm sure one of these gates is open. So.
Yeah, we checked, like, every gate in the stadium just to try to get in. That was fun.
Speaking of football.
Yeah.
We went to now we're just kind of telling tour stories. Yeah. We went to
Cowboy Stadium.
Playing Cowboys. Yeah, we
were playing Cowboy Stadium.
No, we were playing in that area, and we were like, oh, Cowboy Stadium's like half an hour away from here.
Yeah.
And they were doing like tours of the stadium, so we got to go in. I think we brought a football with us.
Oh yeah,
just to like have one.
They let you.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure.
And like we just brought a football on tour. Did we bring it on tour? Or did we buy it like that day?
Well, I don't know if we bought it that day. We probably bought it on the tour though.
Oh yeah, probably. Because yeah, we would just like play in the parking lot sometimes.
Yeah.
But I remember we went into Cowboy Stadium. We took a picture on the star. I sent it to my dad, and he set it as his phone background for a while. It was very nice.
Yeah,
but fun. I remember we took a video in the stadium, and I threw a 30 or 40 yard touchdown.
30, 40 yarder. I know, it was a good one. It was a good pass.
Yeah, and I don't play sports really, so like that was a big achievement for me.
Yeah,
and then of course at the end of it, I hooked it. And then of course at the end of it, Tom was like, ah!
Yeah,
like
Tom made it. Tom made it a good video.
Yeah, Tom made a good Tom noise.
Yep.
But yeah, the Masquerade. That's when we realized that we like to try to get people to. Well, we realized before, but like we got the wrestlers to break character. Oh no, it wasn't that one. We were trying to, but we did do it once before. Tom and
that was in Binghamton.
Yeah, that was in Binghamton. We were started a "You're Adopted" chant, and one of the wrestlers broke, and he just looked at. He was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" But yeah, we were like watching him, and like they were like outside the ring and just like beating the hell out of this guy. And I think at one point Tom was like, "He has a family," and he was like, "I know his son. He'll love this," and just
beat him.
It was great. But yeah, it's weird how frequently I'm noticing now that us playing shows and wrestling coincide.
Yeah, dude.
Like even before you started wrestling.
I know, it's always been a thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
No doubt.
How long have you been going? Almost an hour. Wait, is it over an hour?
It's over 7:30 something.
An hour and 7 minutes.
Jesus.
You want to call it here? You want to talk about anything specifically?
Probably gonna get Burger King on the way home.
Hell yeah. What are you going to get?
I don't know.
$5 duo, $7 trio?
I don't know. I gotta call Autumn and see what she wants.
You know what you're going to get. I know what you're going to get.
What am I gonna get?
Whopper, 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 Whopper.
Whatever I get, I rule.
All right, that's probably a good spot to end it.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say or plug or promote or whatever? Now's the time.
Nope, not at all.
All right, thanks for watching. Bye.